The growing crisis in classrooms. In today's educational landscapes, one of the most urgent challenges is how students are increasingly struggling to stay focused, and they are emotionally overwhelmed. The culture of immediacy, constant digital distractions, and external pressures have contributed to shortened attention spans, but more importantly, to an emotional environment that is often ignored in formal education. According to Sung and Meyer 2022, students in digital environments tend to lose focus every 2 to 5 minutes, making sustained attention a growing concern. At the same time, school schedules are often tight and overloaded, leaving little room for deep thinking, creativity, or collaboration. The result is an education that races through content rather than allowing students to truly develop meaningful skills for life.
A barrier to meaningful education. The problem is not only cognitive but also emotional. Many students experience anxiety, stress, or emotional disconnection. These emotional burdens limit their ability to concentrate, interact, and engage meaningfully in school life. And yet, teachers are expected to follow dense curricula and deliver results in short time frames. As Laker OECD 2018 Worms education system have prioritized the measurable and standardized, often at the expense of essential human development. This makes it nearly impossible to build an education system that is deep, inclusive, and reflective. What quality education demands? SDG 4. This situation deeply challenges the principles of SDG 4 quality education. SDG 4 emphasizes inclusive, equitable, and quality education for all. But how can we talk about quality when the system doesn't give students enough time to focus, nor the support to manage their emotional well-being? UNESCO 2021 reminds us that learning should be relational, thoughtful, and connected to real human development. When attention spans are short and time is limited, quality learning becomes superficial. Without emotional safety, students disconnect from the process entirely.
Who suffers the most? SDG 10. This is not just a quality issue, it is also about inequality. SDG 10 calls for reduced inequalities, but vulnerable students, those facing trauma, emotional distress, or lack of support, are the most affected by rigid, fast paced school systems. If we don't address their emotional and cognitive needs, the gap will only widen. True inclusion means more than physical presence in a classroom. It means offering time, flexibility, and emotional tools to help every student thrive.
To address this multidimensional challenge, schools must rethink how time and emotions are managed in the learning process. Learning is not a race, it's a human experience. We need school environments where emotional well being and attention are seen not as side concerns, but as essential conditions for learning. There are many ways to begin: redesigning school schedules, training teachers in neuroscience and socio-emotional strategies, using daily check-ins and mindfulness, and shifting our evaluation models to value progress and reflection over speed and quantity. As the OECD 2018 remind us, access is no longer enough. If we want to truly meet the goals of Sustainable Development Goals 4 and 10, we must acknowledge the emotional reality of our students, respect their attention cycles, and offer the time and tools they need to thrive, not only as learners, but as people. Let's build classrooms that honor time, attention, and emotion.